right, we're back again with another episode of Roofer Reflections. I'm really happy to have Dave here. Dave, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, no problem.
You come from a different side of the roofing industry, which is purchasing. Tell me about that.
Purchasing is kind of like where all of the departments, I'm in finance. I'm talking to all the product. We heavily use Slack. I'm in 156 Slack channels or whatever. I send 2,000 messages a week. So I touch every department. I need to know what's happening from end to end. So every process that is inefficient affects me. So I'm highly motivated to be like, we're not doing this in a straightforward way. We're messing up. This is costing us too much. This is wasting my time. So you always have to be addressing your salespeople, your project managers, your people who are receiving the trucks. All that documentation and stuff needs to be in a row. All this stuff needs to be. If you're going to grow, you can bog yourself down at any level if you don't take care of the stuff. So yeah. It's fun, it's interesting, and we're always collaborating. And it requires huge amounts of communication.
Sure. How did you originally get into the roofing industry?
I started as a warehouse guy, probably a pretty common story, but yeah, I was a forklift driver and just roofing distributor here in Chicago, driving around. Then I took a liking to it. I was warehouse manager for quite some time, and just always doing my thing to get my ducks in a row. And then I moved to the purchasing department as a natural progression, basically. I knew all the material flow and what was, knew all the products. And then I got into the website end of things. And I was product manager for a website, and I was managing like thousands of products. So, you branch out one way, you learn a whole bunch of stuff. And then, but moving to a commercial roofer, you just also scuttle tons of your knowledge. Like, I will never use that again, but it's still good background info. It's amazing how some of the stuff that you learn running a web store does apply to being a contractor, but lots of it doesn't. But yeah, for 20 years I was in distribution, and then finally my brother needed a purchase manager and asked me to come over, and jumped over to the other side. It's been crazy ever since.
What do you like about the roofing industry?
Well, one of the most classic sayings from one of my old sales guys that I still work with sometimes is, to make it in this industry, you only got to be smarter than the material. It doesn't take much to shine. Like, I ain't no genius, but I know that just by trying and using common sense and using your brain a little bit, you can stand out above others in the industry quite easily. The barriers to competition in roofing are low, but therefore also the pool of intelligence is also low. So I do find that it's easy to succeed. There's probably a lot of other businesses with a lot more competition, a lot more smart people in it. And this is one of the last industries that's still waiting to be disrupted. I would say if you're in the industry, just have fun. You can really stress yourself out. Everyone should have fun. Don't get stuck in this stressful world. It's not worth it.